Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Fixer Upper, the show where I usually attempt to fix up your houses, but today attempt to fix up this monstrosity. It is the Spencer Kim Lewis house. This is a major yike from me, you guys. We've all seen this place. We all know what it looks like. It's super weird looking, in a good way, but also in a bad way. And today I tried to fix it. It took me a very long time, and I did my best. But let's do a quick tour and kind of get a feel for the place, just so you can kind of get an idea of what we're working with, because it is a weird house. Like, it's kind of impossible to fix the shape because it's just weird on its own. But the inside could use some help, so I did my best. The kitchen's right here. Really weird shape. Love this island, though. Not kidding. I think it's kind of cool, but also think it's very strange. Color scheme's kind of fun, though. Don't like the colored lights. I'm just going to be petty and pick out things I dislike. I'm like, don't like that. Don't like the orange. Don't like this counter. But it's weird and long shaped and has a strange island. Over here we have the dining room bar area, which is really nice. This is very weird. I mentioned this in my Black Widow challenge, but like, why? I just don't understand. Again, with the lights that I don't like. It's a cool house though. That painting is too high on the wall. I'm just gonna be so petty and pick out the littlest things. There's a bathroom here, nice full bathroom actually. And then over here's the living room. Love the tall ceilings. It looks really cool actually. And then back here, there is what I would consider to be the master bedroom, although I could be wrong. I'm not even sure. It might be like maybe Vivian's room, the grandma. I don't know, because she has access to like her own private garden out here, which is kind of cool. I made this the master bedroom. No, it's the nanny's room in my Black Widow challenge house now. So there's that. Nice door to the outside too from over here. And then this is her bathroom. Really small, awful colors, you know, the usual. And then when you go up the stairs into the void, you have this nice area, nice overlook down to the first floor, more stairs up there. We have a nice teen room, well, girls' room. This is probably Olivia's room if you ask me. Maybe it's Vivian's, I'm not sure. And then in here we have Olivia's room, probably the kids' room. Also kind of a weird, why are the paintings like that on the wall? I'm not sure. I have a lot of questions. And then upstairs we oh my god, I flew out of that place, yikes. Upstairs we have, I don't know, the decorations are very weird in this place. Like, why do they look like that? But yeah, we have just this nice, like, rec room kind of bonus room area up here, and then there's a couple bedrooms. We have this one, which could be a master or something, I'm not sure. And then over here, another one. Cute green colors, kind of a yikes, but that's okay. And then another bathroom in here. But that's the whole place, that's the whole house. So it's really, really big, 3 stories, and just a lot of weird floor plan stuff, weird color schemes going on that I feel like it just needs some new furnishing. I didn't really fix the outside that much. I did change landscaping a lot, and I did change the color scheme a little bit. But as for the shape, you can't really fix the shape of this. You just need to kind of work with it, because, like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do to this? You know, it's a mess. But all in all, I think for a base game only house, it's actually very cool. And I never build things like this, so it's kind of fun to renovate it because it's really out of my comfort zone. So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and jump right on in to the renovation. Okay, so we are back and we are fixer-uppering this house. That's right, you guys. It's usually my favorite time of the week, but not today. You know why? Because I did another awful EA base game house. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call it awful. It's just this house, I think, is one of the most unfixable things I've ever seen. It's just a weird house, you know? And I tried to keep that in my renovation. I just made it a little bit less weird, which is, I guess, a good thing. I don't know. But again, I don't think it's great renovation. I did my best. Also, really cutting it close with this one because it's currently 12:47 p.m. I have to record a 30-minute voiceover and then finish editing this and then put it up by 3. So, can we do that? I don't know. We'll see. Cutting it real close. I was building this house. Like, I finished building it this morning. Like, so here's a fun story. I should have done it on Monday, except I was streaming on Monday night, and so I got too busy to do it. Couldn't do it Monday night. Tuesday night, I had to stream again, and then I had, like, a dinner with my friends, and so I got back from this dinner at, like, 11:30 at night. Hadn't started the build yet, and knew I had to do this one, because I promised for Black Widow I would do it. By the way, Black Widow challenge, playing in this house in my Black Widow challenge, I always go in and I renovate all the lots for the the husbands that I married to kill in Black Widow. We're on Eric Lewis right now, and so we're using this house for him. Yikes. So I had to do it this week because I promised I would, and here we are. And so noises started at like 11:30 at night last night, right? Which is a bad sign already. And I also had class at 9 this morning, so keep that in mind. Recorded until like 1:30, and then was like, okay, I have to go to bed. I have class super early. I can't do this. And so got up this morning, super tired, went to class, got back at like 10:30, and then I had to finish some homework really fast and then started recording this, and now it's 12:49 and I'm just now getting to the voiceover. So again, cutting it real close. But I mean, it only took me like 3.5 hours to build, so it's fine, right? Everything's fine. But yeah, that's just my little story. I've had actually kind of a rough time this week with time, or the lack thereof, actually, because I just class is it's very difficult to handle like full-time YouTube daily uploading and also streaming and also going to school. I'm sort of feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but otherwise it's fine. I mean, because the thing is, like, okay, whenever I talk about this, people are always like, oh, Kayla, it's okay, just cut back on uploads. I don't want to do that. Like, people are always like, Kayla, just miss a day, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine, because this is what I like to do. So if I cut out doing YouTube stuff, then I wouldn't be having fun, and that's not fun. So I just, I don't know. We're still uploading daily. I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and also not sleeping. But otherwise, I think I just need to get more used to the semester and like get back into that, like, I don't know, the habit of recording. Like, I just need to get back into doing it faster, because I got used to over break having more time to do things, and now that I'm back in school, like, I need to get back into those habits of handling school and YouTube again. It's weird, but I'm getting there. It's only been like a week and a half, so I still have time. I have a whole semester to get a handle on things, right? It's fine. I'm fine. But yeah, that's my story for you guys about the mess of this house. I have a few stories for you, I think. Actually, I didn't prepare any stories to tell you. Do I have any stories to tell you? Oh my god, I have actually kind of a sad story to tell you. So I talked about in, I think, my room build from this weekend, I talked about how I miss my siblings a lot, and stuff, and I kind of figured that they didn't miss me, which is fine, but I've just been feeling kind of weird being in college, like, not around them that much. And then today, my sister put on her Snapchat story, like, you know, these kids on the Snapchat do those, like, it's like a list of questions and then they answer them on their story. So it's like eye color, best friend, highest snap streak and stuff. One of them, like, I don't know, it's very weird. Like, it's like local Twitter, but local Snapchat is very strange. I'm not really a part of that scene, but I have my sister on Snapchat. And on her story, she put a picture of her lock screen, and it's a picture of her and I. And then I saw it, and I, like, almost started crying. Well, to be fair, I was listening to Dear Evan Hansen at this point, and it was, like, You Will Be Found kind of part of Dear Evan Hansen, and so it was just kind of sad already because of the musical. And then I see this picture of my sister and I on her lock screen, and I was like, oh my god, I miss my sister so much. And, yeah. I haven't talked to her in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, but maybe I should text her. Oh, no, I did talk to her. Oh, because with the podcast with Ollie, if you guys missed this, I did a podcast with Ollie on yesterday. I did it yesterday. I put it up. It's with the Orion Sound, who's a Minecraft YouTuber. He's a friend of mine. And my sister watches a lot of, well, she used to, not so much anymore, but she used to watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, and so she knows who he is. And so I asked her if she had any questions for him. And her only question was, will you follow me on Instagram? But yeah, so I did talk to her to get some questions for Ollie, but they weren't useful questions, so shouts out to her for that. But that podcast, by the way, is linked down below. Well, I might forget, but the podcast channel is linked down below. You can just go watch the podcast. It's just Ollie and I talking about YouTube and fun, I don't know, dumb things for like an hour. It's a good podcast. I actually enjoy it. It was probably one of my favorite ones to record. I don't know. So if you want to watch that, it's called Being a Famous Minecrafter with the Orion Sound. Because he makes Minecraft YouTube videos sometimes, get it? He also streams on Twitch now, get it? So you should follow him. I like to plug my friends on Twitch, can you tell? I tend to, because my friends are all starting Twitch now, mostly because I've kind of like brought them in under my wing and I'm like trying to get them all to stream on Twitch. And so I've been plugging my friends on Twitch a lot because I'm trying to get them all to be successful Twitch streamers. So I'm like, hey guys, there's a link to like 6 of my friends' Twitch channels in the description. Go check it out. I'm kidding, but also not really. If you've seen my streams recently, I've had some friends on them. They're pretty good. By the way, if you didn't know I streamed, hey, I stream 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, sometimes 4 times a week, also with my friends a lot. So I'm like, every day I'm on Twitch. You should follow me so that you see when I go live, and then we can hang out on the streams. It's a good time, I promise. I'm not streaming tonight, but tomorrow I will be streaming, so Keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know. I keep plugging these things on my build videos, and I feel kind of bad about it. That I'm like, hey, my podcast, hey, my Twitch. It's just like my Twitch streams are such a big part of my life now that it's like all I ever want to talk about because I love Twitch so much. Obviously love YouTube a lot too because that's my home, you know. But Twitch is just so much fun for me because YouTube, like, it's a different kind of experience, but Twitch is just like a thing that I do for fun now, and so I like to talk about it because I have so much fun doing it. It's like all I ever think about is Twitch now, and so I'm always talking about it, and I feel kind of bad that on YouTube I'm like, hey guys, my Twitch, hey, my Twitch, guys, my Twitch, but I like streaming, okay? So I'm gonna keep plugging it. I'm sorry. Okay, I've kind of had a bad week though this week, which I feel like keeps happening to me. But this weekend, no, back up. Sorry, Monday. Remember how I said that I had plans on Monday, and so I got back kind of late? Did I mention that? So I should have recorded the podcast, or not the podcast, the build. Why? I can't even think straight. I should have recorded this build on Monday night. Like, what I'll do is I'll record the build Monday night, edit it Tuesday, and then upload it Tuesday so that it goes live on Wednesday. But I'm kind of behind, and so I'm uploading same day this week, which is very bad. I hate that so much. I like to be ahead, like, at least a day in videos, but I'm uploading day of this week, and I didn't do the build in time, so, like, I only had today instead of Monday and Tuesday to finish this, and it was a long one, so it was a mess. But on Monday, I forget what I did on Monday, but I had plans. And so I got back pretty late, and so my friends were over until, like, my roommate and one of my friends was over until, like 1 in the morning, which was really bad, but we were watching Riverdale. We were catching up on Riverdale, because the season, like, mid-season, whatever, premiere thingy is this week, and so we wanted to finish catching up, and so we were watching it on Monday, and then they ended up leaving at like 1 something. But the thing is, I still had homework to do because on Monday I got up and then I like finished a video and then I streamed like all day. And so I didn't have time. Like when I stopped streaming, I had to go hang out with them. And so I didn't really have time to do the homework on Monday like I wanted to. And so it got to be like 1:30, and I had this essay to write, which, by the way, guys, this is very dumb. Don't do things like I do, okay? But I had this essay to write for my European history class, because in this class we have these things called focus questions. We haven't had one yet, but they're a new thing that we're going to do. This is a new semester, so like I don't know what to expect. But basically the textbook has like these, like a long, like a bunch of primary source type documents from people in history, and then you have to like compare them and analyze them and stuff. It's like a whole thing. But these quizzes that he's going to do, the book has 3 like analysis questions, and so you get the 3 questions in advance, but then he gives you one of them in class that you have to write an essay about, like kind of like a pop quiz, but you have the questions in advance, but you have to kind of prepare for the essay in advance. And so I stayed up until like 1:30 reading the chapter and preparing for these essays. Like I wrote down like an outline for like 3 essays, right? Because I wanted to be ready, because I thought that it was on Tuesday. Get to class Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Mind you, it's a 9 a.m. class. After I stayed up until I started at 1:30, okay, preparing for these essays. Okay, class at 9. Keep that in mind. Get to class. Turns out it's on Thursday, not on Tuesday. So I stayed up until 2:30 in the morning, at least, making these, writing these essay practice, preparing for the essays. And it's not even until Thursday. So, and now I'm going to have to study my notes again to be ready on Thursday. But I stayed up so late for no reason. And then I got to class and I was sitting there studying my notes, before we started the essay. So I'd be ready for it. And then we because I got to class early, because I always do that. I'm sitting there studying my notes. And then he comes in and he's like, all right, guys, remember on Thursday, that focus question. And I was like, are you kidding me? I stayed up so late for no reason. Okay, but it's fine. At least now I'm prepared, Now we're good. It's fine. Everything's fine. Also, in that class, I don't know about that class, you guys, because we have group projects in that class, and we were assigned our groups, and I don't know about those people, because so we got our groups the second day of class, and then he started lecturing. So we got our groups in the beginning of class, and they started lecturing the second half of class, and so I was sitting with my group, and then they all, took out their notebooks and started writing notes, and so did I mean, as we do when someone lectures, and they saw that I was taking notes, and they were like, oh, look, you take good notes. You'll just, send those to me afterwards, right? And I was like, you think I'm just going to send you my notes? I'm not going to be... So they were just going to sit there and let me take notes of the lecture, and then they were just going to ask for mine afterwards. And so I was like, yeah. And so I just let them... they just sat there in class the whole time, and I took notes, and they just sat there. This one girl was on her phone, and the other people were just, sitting there watching his lecture, and I was the one taking notes. I mean, I didn't give them my notes because they didn't actually ask me, because they never texted me asking for them, and I'm not going to text them my notes without being asked, because they're my notes. But, they just were like, oh, yeah, you're going to take notes? Oh, I'll just get this after class then. As if they're just gonna get my notes for everything. This is the first time I've met them. Like, this is my group for 2 projects, 2, like, big presentations in this class. And the first day I met them, they were both just like, not, they were both, no, 3 of them. All 3 of them were like, oh, you'll take the notes then, right? Which is a really bad sign because we're going to do 2 group projects. And what if they're like that the whole time for the projects? I'm not going to do all the work for these projects. Why does this always happen to me? I'm such a pushover. Oh my god. I hate, like, I always get picked as the nerd in the class, which is, I mean, it's true. Like, I am the nerd in the class who you can step all over, but, like, you would think that college would be different, that I could portray myself better, but alas, here we are, getting walked all over on the first day of class by my brand new group mates. Also, we were talking about, like, our, like, the days that we can get together for the presentation, and they were all like, we don't have to get together, right? And I was like, maybe we should, though. Like, maybe we should get together and actually work on this instead of just, like, not, because it's a presentation that has to be 25 minutes long, and it's, like, half of our grade. Maybe we should work hard on it, you know? And then they were like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. And then they were talking about days they were free, and then little old me was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it on Tuesday or Thursday nights, I have to work those nights, because I didn't want to explain that I had to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I've only just met them, and so I was like, oh yeah, I have to work those nights. And I felt so ridiculous saying that. I mean, it's true. I do have to work those nights, like, work in air quotes, but, like, I felt so ridiculous saying that. Like, I felt so gross being like, oh, I have to work those nights. Because, like, I'm doing it for fun. Like, I'm streaming for fun, but, like, I do have to stream, you know? But, you know, that's a yikes moment. But, so basically my point here is that I have an awful group in this class. I hope that they don't watch this. They don't know about my channel, so there's that. Although they do have my phone number, which means they could get recommended me on Snapchat, which means they would see my username and then be like, what is that? Which I don't think they would look it up, though, because they don't know that it's a YouTube username. They just know that it's lilsimsie, and they'd be like, well, that's weird. You know, but I don't think they would go and look it up, so they probably won't ever know unless I tell them. So they probably won't see this, but if they do see this, hey guys, I'm not giving you my notes, and can you please work hard on this project because I'm scared about it, thanks. I talked to them like once. I don't know, but I'm very stressed that I've only met them once and they're already, like, being that bad of group members, you know? Because the fact that it was the second class ever, but the first class ever, he just went over the syllabus. Second class, we get our groups, and then he starts lecturing, and they didn't even bother to take notes. They were just like, oh, you'll do it, right? And then we can get them afterwards. As if, like, that's not how that works. You take your own notes. Like, just write down what he's saying. It's not that hard. Oh my god. Anyway, I went on way too long about this. I shouldn't have kept talking about it. I'm so sorry. I'm just really stressed. This is from last Thursday, too. It's old news, but again, my apologies. I don't have any better stories for you. I have one better story for you. So I got a Stream Deck. This is all about Twitch again. I'm so sorry. But I got a Stream Deck, like 2.5 weeks ago, which is basically like this little magic box. I'm going to explain it the most simple way I can. It's a little magic box that has programmable buttons that I can make do things for my streams. So I can make it, like, switch scenes in OBS, so, like, switch from my game to my IRL scene, or, like, switch from my face cam to, like, just the game, whatever, you know, like, that kind of thing. Or I could put in, like, sound effects. I can make it, like, play ads on Twitch. I can make it turn Twitch into slow mode. It can do, like, you can program it for basically anything, right? Like, it's a really cool, powerful tool that you can make do whatever you want. I use it to switch scenes in OBS, like with the game stuff, and also use it kind of like a soundboard, because I can make it play sound effects and stuff. And so I spent like an hour and a half yesterday, like, going in and setting up, like, finding sound effects I wanted and putting them on my Stream Deck. And so now I have so much power, you guys. It's so bad. You know, when I first got it, because I set it up, like, I previously had, like, all my scenes and things set up, but I hadn't really set it up properly until yesterday. The first thing I did when I got it was put on a Rickroll button. So the first button says, BB Rick, and it's a picture of Rick Astley, and it plays Never Gonna Give You Up. But that was the first thing I did when I got it, was set up a Rickroll button, because you guys know how I feel about Rickrolls. I'm living in the past, okay? I get that. I think that loving Rick Astley is such a good meme, because now everyone thinks that I'm, like, the biggest Rick Astley fan. I'm gonna be honest, I've never listened to, like, any of his other music. Just Never Gonna Give You Up. I do follow him on Twitter, and I think I'm gonna give him a chance because the meme of me being like the #1 Rick Astley fan is really funny to me, and I want to embrace that fully. So I'm working on that right now, on becoming the #1 Rick Astley fan. I'll keep you updated on that one. Um, because, oh my god. So on my stream the other day, we were talking about plans for Rick Astley's birthday, kind of joking about it, and then we discovered that his birthday is February 6th, which is a Tuesday, one of my stream days. So I think I'm gonna do a Rick Astley birthday party stream. Like, I'm gonna buy like a cake and balloons, and we're gonna have a Rick Astley birthday party on stream. So guys, prepare yourselves, mark your calendars. February 6th at 4 p.m. Catch me on Twitch having a birthday party for Rick Astley. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Like, it's gonna happen. And now I've announced it on YouTube too. Like, it's gonna be a party. Let's do it. I had a party for New Year's Eve and it was a great time. Let's have a Rick Astley party. Like, the biggest holiday of the year, Rick Astley's birthday party. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys in February on his birthday on twitch.tv/lilsimsie. Again, you think I'm kidding? I'm super not kidding. Like, it's gonna happen. I've already got a plan. I'm gonna have balloons and cake. Like, it's gonna be a thing, a big thing. So anyway, this is such a, see, this voiceover is too long. I've descended into madness already. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when they're long videos, because I don't have anything to talk about, so I just go on and on. I can talk for a long time about whatever I want. Like, I can go on forever. It's just these videos have too much room for rambling. It's really embarrassing. My apologies, you guys. But we've almost reached the point. Was this from this morning or from last night? I can't remember. I think this is from today. I think like half of this video is from today. I spent a long time building it this morning after class, which is a yikes moment right there. I came back from class and then I was like, all right, let's go, fixer-upper time. And now it's 1:05 p.m. I'm not even close to being done and I have so much to do still. It has to be up in 2 hours. What am I doing? Okay, so I already have organized the screenshot, so that's a step one. I have to do the intro still, but that's not gonna take so long. And then just finish this voiceover part, so we should be okay. I think I might be able to cut it close, because the editing of the voiceover won't be long. I don't have to cut anything out of it or anything, so it should be okay. So I think we're fine. I think I can, it's just if it renders fast enough, I should be able to get it up in time. But if it doesn't, please don't yell at me. You guys, I've had a rough week. We talked about this. Okay? I've been cutting it very close. But yeah, usually, see, I have a very big fear of late videos, because whenever things are late, I'm so regular with my schedule that when things go even a little bit off plan, everyone loses their mind, and it's really terrifying. Like, the first time it happened, I've told the story so many times, but I'm gonna tell it again. The first time it happened, I had a late video, the first time in a long time, at least, I guess, because it hadn't happened in like 6 months, and then this happened like a year ago now. But I posted a video, and so I think what happened, it was like a fixer-upper, and I tried to render it earlier in the day, and then like got it up, started uploading it, and my internet went out, and so I couldn't get it up in time, and then my internet got fixed, still in time to upload, but like at my parents' house, they have awful internet, and so it's gonna take like an hour and a half to upload, and so it was still processing when 3 o'clock hit, and so it like didn't go up on time. It was like maybe 20 minutes late, okay? And everyone freaked out. I was getting tweets that were like, oh my god, Kayla, are you dead? Are you okay? Kayla, are you dead? Where's the video? Are you dead? Where's the video? And it was terrifying. Like, I think I have very much understated. I think I overreacted, to be fair. Like, I think we all overreacted in this situation, because all the people tweeting are like, asking like, are you dead? Really scared me. And so I like minorly panicked a little bit. Yeah. And then it was a bad day. And I know that I overreacted. Like, I know that I shouldn't have reacted that way to that situation, but because I was already freaked out about the video being late, and then everyone was freaking out, and then I was freaking out, and then it was a whole nightmare mess. And so I've been very scared of late videos ever since. And then whenever they're late, people tweet me, they're like, Lil Latesy. And I'm like, it's still processing, I'm sorry. Like, and it's like 5 minutes late and everyone freaks out. And then my whole Discord is like, Kayla, where's the video? Are you okay? And it just, I don't handle that kind of thing well. I don't like when lots of people yell at me for the same thing at once, especially when it's a thing that I'm worried about already. And like, so I'm already stressed about the video being late, right? And then you have all these people being like, where is it, Kayla? And then I'm like, it's 5 minutes late. Give me a second. Like, that always freaks me out. So now that I've talked about it, it's going to get worse probably. Please don't do that to me. I'm very fragile. Can you tell? I'm not in a good mental state. But yeah, so that happened. What was I talking about? The video? I don't think it'll be late, but if it is, don't, is my point. Thanks. Okay. Anyway, this has gone so far downhill. I hate when I tell that story. I always tell that story, and I wish that I didn't, because um, I don't think people understand like the scale. Because I feel like I kind of downplay the scale of which that I was being told that people thought I was dead. Like people actually thought I was dead, and I mean like a lot of people. It was very scary. And I didn't like. It's not a big deal. Like it shouldn't be a big deal, but it was a big deal. So, yikes. Um, I don't know, man. It's been a week. It's been a time. At least the video's almost over now, so there's that. We're getting through it. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I still have laundry to do. If you guys can see my I'm like looking at my to-do list right now, and I'm like, oh no, I have to do that and baby challenge and yikes. Okay, and also have homework to do. It's fine. Everything's fine. There's just not enough hours in the day. Can I just get like another 3 week long break just so I can kind of catch up, maybe pre-record for the next 6 months, and then we'll be okay. I could use that. So hey, school, college, if you could do that for me. Oh, speaking of college, yesterday I had to time out someone like 4 times in my Twitch chat because they were spamming what school I go to. Because I like to keep the university I go to kind of private, because I do live on campus, and so I don't like people knowing where I go to school because it kind of weirds me out since I live on campus, because it's kind of like, you sort of know where I live. Yikes. So I like to keep that kind of under wraps. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, like it's sort of findable, but I like to keep it quiet, so I have the words banned in my YouTube comments and stuff in my Twitch chat. But yesterday, some girl was spamming it in my Twitch chat, so I had to time her out like 6 times. I didn't ban her because I felt bad, but like she was like, hey, do you go here? Hey, do you go here? Do you go here? Do you go here? And I kept timing her out, and she still kept spamming it, and it really freaked me out because I don't like people knowing where I go to school. I think it's fair because I do live on campus, so like, I mean, otherwise I don't care, but the fact that I live on campus really makes it so it's kind of like, yikes, I don't really want you to know where I live, you know? Because even, like, just knowing the town kind of freaks me out, but then knowing, like, the very close vicinity to where I am all the time worries me. I don't know. Is that a weird thing to think about? Because do people ever talk about where they go to school? Like, other YouTubers? I don't even know. None of my YouTube friends are in college anymore, so I don't even know if they had that information public. I need to find out, because maybe I'm overreacting to that, but it always freaks me out when people ask me where I go to school, because it's like, I live there, you know? But so that's why, like, I have it blocked. Like, the name is blocked in all of my comment sections, because I'm worried about it getting put in the comments, and then, like, getting to be public knowledge, because that freaks me out a lot. But I don't know, do YouTubers talk about where they go to college? Maybe, I think, like, if I didn't live on campus, it'd be different. But since I live here, yikes. I've been recognized a few times on campus, too, and that always scares me. Not because, like, I'm scared of it getting out, but just because I never expect it to happen. And then they're like, hey, are you Kayla? And I'm like, yeah, where'd you come from? I don't know. It happened the other day, too. I was at the gym with my friends watching my roommate's volleyball game, and this girl was like, hey, is your name Kayla? And I thought she was, like, some person from a class of mine, and I was like, oh, yeah, and she turns out she watches my videos, which is really cool. I don't expect it on campus, it's a weird thing, but a very good weird thing. But it's cool. It's been fun. But you guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. It's been a mess. I'm really sorry. I hope that you enjoyed it, even though you probably didn't. But make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. You know, this Wii Music thing started out as a joke, but it's been going on for like a year and a half now. And it's so good. Like, I can't ever change it now. Like, it's my thing. My brand is Wii Music. I love that.